Hey guys, this is a short video about the class and sequence and state diagram. It's a very quick demo by using the Violet 2.1. So let me bring up my Violet first. Okay, so this is Violet 2.1. We are gonna show you a very quick demo. First, a class diagram. So we can pick the class diagram here, or we can go and pick it from here, a static view and the class diagram. So this one is easier. All right, so we have a bunch of tools here and the gadgets and so we can create a class here and then we have two options. So one, right click and go into properties, and it will give you something like that you can say the name and the attributes and the methods here, or just if you are keyboard guy, so control enter give you the same thing. All right, so let's for simplicity just give them names. So this is the department. We have another one here. Uh, Control enter again. Let's call it instructor. Okay. And now we have a couple of connectors here. So for example, if we want to show the dependency, there we go with this one. For aggregation and composition, we go with these two guys. Let's start from the dependency. So who depends on who? Let's say, department is dependent on instructor. So we start from here. We say, hey, this is a dependency. Department has dependency on instructor. And if we want to show the aggregation, we pick this aggregation connector here. But this time we start our dragging from here. So we are saying that this guy is being aggregated here, right? Okay. So for the composition is the same thing, and for the rest of them inherits and implementation and association, we will talk about them later. The only thing that we need to talk here is the multiplicity of this guy. So you can either control enter after you pick this connector. uh, we have the same thing. You go to the properties and it will give you uh, this form that you can say, for example, the starting label is a star and the end label is one, something like this. And for the middle, probably you can, give some, description or whatever. We don't usually need that in this course. All right. Okay. So I think we are almost done. If you want to add another one, let's say another class. Let me, add another class here. So select and make it a little bit more beautiful. And now uh, we can make another connection here. So let's call it university. And also we can say something like that. Okay. And as we know, we can eliminate this one because this is always one. We can eliminate them as well. Now let's have a quick demo about the sequence diagram. So this is an example about a vending machine use case that let's see how the user interacts with the machine. So first customer chooses a product and then system checks that the product is available or not. Okay, and then customer will insert coins or bill, and system checks that the provided money is enough or not. Okay, and so since this is a happy flow of the use case, we assume that the money was enough, and the system releases the product, and system releases the changes as well, and the customer picks both of them up. Okay. All right. So let's convert this to a sequence diagram. Let me bring up my, okay, this violet. So we go ahead and we create a new, so the sequence diagram is a dynamic diagram. So we go to the dynamic and then we pick the sequence diagram. Okay, so look at this use case, and let's see, let's figure out how many objects we would have. All right, so one will be the customer. Another would be the machine, let's call it vending machine. And for all of these checking things, so system checks that the provided money is enough, or here the system checks that the product is available, something like that. We would need probably another object for our database, or something like that, or even the file system. All right. So we would have three objects here. First, let me create those objects first. Uh, okay, so this is first one, second one here, and third one here. Okay, so this one will be our Coulon customer. Okay, and this one will be our vending machine. So the Coulon vending machine. Okay, and the third one, let's call it um, products database or something. Coulon products DB. Okay, now what? So based on the use case, customer chooses a product, right? So customer is interacting with the vending machine. So we would need an activation bar for the customer. So we go ahead here and pick that guy and add it here. All right. And now we need to call the vending machine and choose a product. Let's say it's a menu or something, and then we choose a product. So we would need to call it from here to here. All right. So as you see, it creates an activation bar here as well. Okay, so now we either double click or properties or control enter, whatever. So we are going to add a descriptive label here that what we are doing and what we are calling. Let's call it choose product. So we don't mention the method's names here. We just very high level describe what's going on. What else? Based on this use case, the system checks the product is available. So we need to check the availability of the product in our database. So we would need another call from here to here. And I don't know why for the first time it doesn't activated it. All right, so let's give it a name. Let's call it, for example, check the product availability. All right. Okay. And since this is a happy flow based on this use case, we assume that the product is available. Now we need to return the call from the database to the vending machine. So we would use this return message from here to here, and then again, okay. So we would say the let's just say available. Okay. All right. Now, uh, from the vending machine, after it makes sure that the product is available, let's say that it shows the price uh, based on the this this use case. All right. So we need another return from here to here. Okay, so let's make it a little bit descriptive. Yeah, show the price, show the price. Okay. After that, what would happen? The user or the customer enters the money or coins or bill, whatever. Okay, so we would need another call from here to here. All right, and let me see, I can. All right. Okay, so insert coin, insert coins or bills. All right. And now the machine is going to check that the amount is enough or not. So based on this here, money is enough. So vending machine checks the money is enough or not. It can be checked with the database, or for simplicity, let me say that we want to show it from here to here. Let's say something like this. So let's say that vending machine is calling one of its method. So this object is calling one of its method, and let me create it more descriptive. So check enough money. All right. Okay. After that, since again it is a happy flow, then machine releases the product and the changes. Okay. Release product and changes. Okay, cool. We are done here. Uh, yeah, after we finish our sequence diagram, we can take a picture here and it will copy the result into the clipboard. So let's do that. Okay, so now I can copy it, pasted it in the slide that, uh, let's see. Yeah, something like that. Okay, uh, we are done with the basics of the sequence diagram. Now let's turn to the other demo we have. In this demo, let's see, we have again a vending machine, but we are gonna simulate a console-based menu. So let's assume that uh, you know, the main menu has these three options: choose a product, administration or exit. And if the user chooses the first one, for simplicity, let's say we have only three products, and also we can go to the main menu if the user chooses the four. Okay. And if the user picks the number two, it means that administration, then we will have two operations, two tasks that the administrator can do that, restock the product or remove the money, or going to the main menu. All right, so let's draw a state diagram for this simple menu system. Let me bring up my this guy. All right. So create a new the state diagram is a dynamic one, so we go ahead and pick the state diagram. Okay. So first we need our first three options of the menu here. Okay, so we would need a start of scenario. Let's say it is here, and probably um, an state here. Okay, so and we need a connector from here to here. So what is this guy? This guy is our main menu. So we call it main uh, menu. Okay, so based on this menu system, if user chooses this three, the system will exit. So let me create an exit here and a connector. If the user chooses the three, let's call it number three, something like this, then we know that the system will exit. How about the rest of that? If uh, user chooses the one, it goes to choose a product. All right, so we would need another one here, and let's call it um, selling product or whatever. Selling product. Okay, so what was the number? The number of one. So we will go here and pick the this guy. It goes here and it will be number one. Okay. And when the user chooses the number one and it goes to the selling product, or here actually, if user chooses number four, it should go to the main menu. So we will have a return from here to here that would be number four. All right. Okay. So now let's say if from the selling product, this guy, if the user chooses one, two, or three, what would happen? It goes to another, let's say, main menu or menu, sub menu that probably it will get the money. So yeah, just let me simplify this. And yeah, if we go from here to here, probably just, number one uh, through number three, it goes here, and let's call it get money, for example, get money. All right, and then, uh, okay, so what else we have? After these, three things, it goes to the get money and release product. Um, Yeah, there are other things that I'm just bypassing because this is gonna be a very quick one. And then it goes to the uh, checking the money and this kind of thing, and then it releases uh, release product and probably changes. And we can create a finish or end of scenario here as well, and we can send it from here to here. All right. Okay, so now let's get back to this main menu. If the user, chooses the number two, it should go to the administration. So we would need another one here. And if the user picks the number two, it should go to the administration, and we call it administration. Admission, okay. And when you are in administration, you will have two options. One, restock product, remove money, or go to the main menu. So the three will go to, I mean, return back to the main menu. So if the user chooses number three, it returns back to there. All right, so we will have two other tasks here, restock product or remove money. Let's create them as well here. So we have a remove money here and restock product. So remove money, and this one will be restock product. Okay, so each one has its own sub menu. So this guy was number two, and this guy was number one, and uh, just for simplicity, let's make them to go uh, to the finishing the scenario. All right. So it is okay to have several finishing scenario like this, because if we wanted to, create something from here, actually in this case we can do that. We can create something from here to here, but sometimes we need to make our design a little bit neater to save some spaces and make it more understandable. Okay, so again, we can take a picture from this after cleaning up and replacing them and making them very beautiful. Then we take a snapshot of that, and we can copy it something like this here. All right, this is what I had for demoing this Violet version 2.1. See you guys in the next video.